So, welcome to my lecture on Python. This is an elementary lecture for kids to explain about functions, basic mathematical operator, and loop. So, first we'll see how to create a function in Python. So, function is created with the keyword def. Then after this keyword, we write a name of the function as per your wish, and if you want to use some variables inside the function, you can pass through and do some calculation. Just like in this example, I have created an add function to add two numbers a and b, and after adding two numbers a and b, I print out the result as addition of a and b, that is add. Similarly, in subtraction, I created function. I pass through two values a and b. I subtract them, call them subtract, and printing out the result. And so for multiplication and division. In division, we have a special thing to see that because that two numbers, these are integer numbers, so when we divide two integer numbers, there will be remainder and quotient. So we need to calculate both. Quotient will be symbolized with two forward slash function like a dash dash b, and remainder will be calculated with a percentage b, and printing out these two values as well. So for simplicity, I have created four different functions for four calculations, and after that I have created a welcome menu function that will print out certain options that I wish user to see as a home page. In the home page, the user will see welcome to calculator, and following by various options, just first for addition, second for subtraction, third for multiplication, fourth for division, and last fifth for exit. So this is kind of presentation for the user. So I name this function as welcome menu with definition def. Similarly, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Here I'm not doing any calculation, I just printing out these messages. Now this is the most important part, and this is a whole logic. So here what I want to do, I just want to implement a loop for user to enter the menu and taking choice among these options and perform and get the result from these functions like division, multiplication, subtraction. And if user enter exit choice, then exit the loop. That's pretty simple. So in Python, like in other language we use while loop. So what while loop does here, while loop check the condition inside this parenthesis. If this condition inside this parenthesis is true, the loop will continue forever until this condition satisfied. So the part of the loop is up to here. In Python we do not have like curly bracket and other bracket. In Python we use indentation, like if after the while loop all the following lines are shifted to right. You can see this is here, start from here, and the next line will start one tab right. So all until the while body covers here, until we have statement that start from next tab space. So it cover body of the while loop. If we print like this, so it will create an error because this is not, it won't be part of the while loop. To be a part of while loop, everything should be indented properly. So first we assign a value 1 to get input variable. Just say random. You can assign any value. The tricky part is here. When this value that I have given initially is equal to this value, means it is always true here. In this case, I assign this value as a 1, and inside loop it is also compared with 1. Double equal to means we are comparing these two values, and single equal to means we are giving value of 1 to this variable. So while this value is equal to 1, that is actually 1 here, it means this condition is true inside the parenthesis of while loop. So the loop will follow all these instructions until we have get input value equal to 1. So I just print out some these asterisks to separate the loop functionality. Then I will print out the welcome menu. This is welcome menu that is giving choice to user to opt among these options, and then I will ask user input to enter their choice. So that is assigned to option, and then I will check one by one using if condition. So first I will check if the entered option is between 1 to 4, because 1 to 4 is our mathematical operations and 5 is exit. So if enter choice is between 1 to 4, means option is equal to and greater than 1, and option is less than equal to 4. The and is here used to indicate that both these conditions must be true to go further. So option should always be greater than equal to 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4, but also less than equal to 4. It cannot go beyond 4. If it goes beyond 4, it will be 5 and the loop will exit. So under these circumstances, I read the two numbers, first by A, second by B, and I will check further if option enter is 1, I will call add function. If option entered is 2, I will call subtract function. If enter option is 3, I will call multiplication function. And at last, if option entered is 4, I will call divide function. So all these 4 functions that I have already defined at starting. I am just calling these functions that I have made earlier. Pretty simple. Okay. So once I have gone through all these options, I get my result from the individual functions like add, subtraction, multiplication, division. However, if the entered choice is not between 1 and 4 and something else like 5, that is called else. Else means if this is not the case, what would the other case? Other case will be if choice is not between 1 and 4. So then else I will print like group by is the end of our calculator menu, and we will change value of get input from 1 to 0 to exit the loop, or not necessarily 0. I want to change the value from 1 to any other value, because in that case the get value won't be 1 anymore. Once the once we perform one operation and we go again in this condition to check whether this condition is true. If this condition is true, all this implementation will repeat until while loop condition get false, and it will get false when the value of get input is not equal to 1, any value other than 1. So to exit the loop, I change the value of get input from 1 to 0, suppose in this case. So when we have get value equal to 0 and the loop is going to check again in while condition, it is false. It is false. So while loop exit. So while loop exit and the function close here, because we don't have anything to do after while loop. So this is the functionality of calculator in Python, and some small stuff are here, like if we define a function, this is the definition, we use def, then function name, then value inside the function, and then is colon. After colon, we make a space inside this function. We shift this following line by right tab, and we perform calculation inside the function. And another thing to note that in Python, we don't use parentheses like other language. We use if and simply condition, like if option equal to 1, we could write like this, but it is not necessary. If you write is okay. If you do not write like this, then it's also okay. It's pretty simple in Python. And whenever we use any defined functionality like if, else, while, it is converted to red, okay, in here. And let's like this operator and when any condition is defined here, like if something we do, we end with colon. After colon, we perform the operation inside this condition. So you can see everywhere a colon here, colon here, 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 else here, while here, and also at the end of function. So these small things might create syntax error, so you need to be careful. And first I want you to make a small function and calling the function, and then you learn loop, and then if else condition, then you will be able to implement your own program in different manner. So this is for today. Thank you for listening my lecture. Have a good evening. Bye. Hello, welcome back. This is in continuation of my earlier lecture, which was based on explanation of Python coding for a calculator. And this in this part, I am going to display the result of that coding in terminal. So to open the terminal in Linux or in DOS command, we just type Python 3, and then if you look for a file, you just enter tab okay, Python. My file name is calculator.py. So extension.py make it file for Python. Like in Java, we say file name.java. Here in Python, we say file name.py. Okay, I run the file. So this is my welcome menu. When I call the welcome menu function, so now I'm asking for choice. So I insert 1 for addition. So it is asking for first number. Say my first number is 5. Second number, say my second number is 3. And the result of addition is 8. That is true. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now again I am in the loop because I have inserted the choice between 1 to 4. So still I am in the loop. And again from welcome menu function, the menu is displayed here, and again asking for choice. So now I will enter 2 for subtraction. Now for subtraction, first number say 7, second number say 3, and the result will be obviously 4. Again I am in the loop because the inserted option is between 1 to 4. Now I will enter third option 3. Again it's asking for first number, say I enter 6. Second number, say I enter 5, and 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. Yeah, is correct. So my calculator is working perfect till now. Now I am again in the loop, and it is asking for choice again. So I will insert 4 for division. Again asking for first number. It is, suppose I insert 5. Now asking second number as a dividend, it will be suppose 3. So 5 divided by 3. So in this case, quotient will be 1 and the remainder will be 2. Is it correct? Yeah. Again we will check. 4 division, we'll say like 4 divided by 2. So quotient is 2 and remainder is 0 because 2 is divisible by 4, and there will be no remainder here. So my calculator is working perfect. There is no error, and I have checked all the four arithmetic operations, and now the last one is 5. If I insert 5 and press enter, I am out of the loop. Now the loop exit. Before exit, you remember I print a option like goodbye. I can show you here. Yeah, no, sorry, not here. This is another file. This is Java file. I will open Python file. Okay, this is calculator. So here in the last, when if choice is not between 1 to 5, say I inserted 5, so choice is not between 1 to 4, and then loop will exit. So in else condition, I have printed goodbye message before changing the input value for while loop. So while loop input value was 1, and before setting this condition false, I printed a message goodbye. So this is goodbye. So I'm saying goodbye. So this is the presentation of calculator in Python.